This is a quick lesson on factorising. We're going to look at here, let's say x squared plus 2x minus 8. So we want to factorise this and put this equation into two brackets. Now I would always recommend the first thing you do, and this is the mindset that you should approach this problem with, and all of these problems, is by first looking at the third component, and the third component here is minus 8. Let's just say this is the middle component, the second component, and this is the first component. So let's concentrate. Firstly, the first thing to do is to look at the last component and think of ways. So go to the top of your page, think of ways of how, if we have two numbers, when we multiply these two numbers, we get minus 8. So the first and the most obvious one to start off with would be 1 times 8, which equals 8. And the second would be 2 times 4, which also equals 8. Good. Nothing else really other than that. Now, so we've dealt with the third component. The second part of how we should approach this, or the second step of how we should approach this, is to look at the middle component, or the second component, and think of ways by each one of these results that we've got, if we were to not multiply them this time but to add them, how would we arrive at 2? So let's look at this one here, this middle one here, this second one here. How can we get 2 from these two numbers if we were to add them? Well, we could try minus 2 plus 4, which would give us 2, which is what we want here. And also notice the sign before the 8 is a negative sign. So if we multiply these two together, we get minus 8, which is exactly what we want. Now, that's the bulk of the work done. All we have to do now is put this in, make two brackets like this, and put the results in there. So we've got x squared, which stays the same, x times x, and we've got plus 4, we'll put the bigger number first, and then we've got the minus 2, and that's your answer. But it's always worth doing a quick check and expanding these brackets and see if you get this, the first equation that we started. So let's have a go. Just to remind you how we expand these, and this is a quick revision. This part, this first component of the first bracket, you times it by each one of these components in the second bracket. So this one would be multiplied by this, and again this one will be multiplied by the second component of the second bracket, and the next component of the first bracket gets multiplied by each component also of the second bracket, like that. And it's literally just that times that times that, then this times this, and this times this. And x, so let's do this. X times x gives you x squared. X times minus 2 gives you minus 2x. Plus 4 times x gives you plus 4x. And then we've got 4 times minus 2 will give us minus 8. No x is there, so we just leave it as minus 8. Now we can't really leave it like this because it's not in its most simplest form, so let's tidy this up a bit. So the x squared stays the same, there's nothing to change to that, but the minus 2x and plus 4x, we have to add them up together. If we add minus 2x and we plus 4x, we'll get plus 2x. And the minus 8 I should say, stays the same. And that is what we started with. So that shows us that our answer and how we factorized it should be correct. So thank you for watching. I'm hoping to release some more videos If you want any advice or any more of the videos, please visit our website www.coreednet.org. Thank you very much for watching. Please also like and share our Facebook page.